Today, we will talk about top 10 mindful eating for weight management. Mindful eating is a great skill to work on and learn, especially as mindless eating is the norm. These days, with hectic lifestyles and work schedules, lunch at the desk, multitasking, etc. We've all done it, eaten something on the run without taking the time to enjoy it or even consciously realize that we are eating, or eating an entire tub of ice cream or sharing sized pack of crisps while sitting in front of the TV to relax. For me, the object of my mindless eating used to be peanut butter on toast that I'd make quickly and devour whilst walking around the house. Don't get me wrong, I still love peanut butter, now on homemade bread, but I eat it differently and in much more moderation. The other thing that really was so much worse was pick and mix. I cringe to think about how many calories a day I used to mindlessly eat just in sweets alone. But worse, how bad that was for my energy levels, blood sugar regulation, mood, teeth, and gut. Not to mention all the other factors that come into play when consuming a large quantity of refined sugar, colorings, additives, etc. Alongside a healthy way of eating, mindful eating can be a really great skill to add to your overall health and well-being journey. The benefits are truly multifaceted. Here are 10 tips to get you on the path to mindful eating. 1. Focus on the food, not the distractions. When we focus on the food, our brain becomes more satiated. Turn off the TV, put down your mobile phone, and get away from that computer to maximize your eating pleasure. This can be difficult in work cultures, where eating at your desk is the norm. But you don't have to follow the crowd. You may also find you're more productive by having time away from your desk. 2. Engage all your senses while you eat. Use all your senses, including common sense. Look at the food, smell the food, feel the texture of the food in your mouth and on your lips or in your hands if you use your hands to eat it. Truly taste the food. Listen to the sounds it makes as you eat it. Does it crunch, crack, squash? Be curious as to all the details. Maybe look up the raisin exercise. See the list at the bottom of this blog that has an example of this within it. Or just look up mindful eating raisin exercise. 3. Put your fork down after every single bite. My husband always used to ask me, "Could you have a lot less than me?" as I scoffed down my meal and had a clear plate a lot quicker than he did. Putting your fork down between bites will definitely slow you down. I often place my hands together and put them on my lap just to reinforce this pause, and I've personally found slowing down helps with digestion and not getting so much burping or feeling of indigestion. 4. Eat with chopsticks or your non-dominant hand. Do you need more help slowing down? Then try eating with chopsticks or your other hand. Quick tip though, put a napkin on your lap, on your top, and everywhere else. I don't want to be responsible for ruining your clothing. 5. Save the very best bite for last. Your final bite should be one that creates absolute food joy and tantalize your taste buds. Pick it in advance. Strategically place it on your plate and ceremoniously eat it to mark the end of another great meal. Just remember, if you're starting to feel full, eat it before you finish your plate. And this not only signifies the end of your meal, but also means you're not missing out on that savored bite because you didn't finish the plate. Win-win. 6. Sit down while eating every single meal. Sit, stay, eat. Stop multitasking your life all day long. You deserve a peaceful time to eat and to enjoy your food, and it's way healthier to do this. Give yourself that small gift, even if it's only 15 minutes. This is a form of self-care I don't mean in the car ideally, although I know there are some occupations where this is a definite occupational hazard. In this case, try to stop somewhere. There are places to sit inside or outside in a calm environment. If you can find a park or somewhere in nature, then amazing. There are quite a few parking tops, service stations, and rest areas with some green space and quieter areas. 7. Eat on small and pretty plates. Plates have grown and grown over the decades, and this has led to portion distortion. Eating off a smaller plate will help control portions and trick your mind into thinking you ate more than you did, or at least help you feel more satisfied from a psychological point of view. I'd also personally prefer heavier plates and cutlery as this also makes me feel like I've eaten a proper meal, or maybe that's just me. 8. Go for 80% full when eating each meal. Being stuffed, think all you can eat buffet-type stuffed, is extremely uncomfortable. It takes your stomach 20 minutes to tell your brain it's full, so give it time to register. Aim for 80% full, just full, by focusing on how you're really feeling whilst eating, which is really helped by eating more slowly. And if you think you've eaten enough, have a rest for a little while, especially before serving seconds. I use a timer for about 15 to 20 minutes before deciding on a second helping, and this normally results in deciding not to have any more as I realize I am just about full. In Japanese culture, eating to 80% full is known as harahachi bu. 9. Chew each bite 20 to 30 times. There are several good reasons for this one, including avoiding choking, which would definitely be counterproductive to good health. This practice slows you down and helps you enjoy what you're eating. I also found that really chewing and tasting some of the sweets I thought I liked made me realize quite how horrible they were. I also find really savoring something I love and chewing it more. Moving it around my mouth extends the pleasurable experience and has actually massively helped in reducing the amount I eat when craving something. 10. Drink your soup instead of using a spoon. Maybe try drinking your soup instead of using a spoon. This is obviously a bit easier with smoother soups than big chunky ones. I use BPA-free soup pots that are easy to drink out of for starters. And this tip for me is a great one as I have a soup maker and often make my own tasty soups. Our taste buds light up more when food is placed directly on our tongue, rather than having a spoon as the middleman. Don't believe me? Try it. Likewise, if you really want ice cream, then make it worthwhile by licking it instead of using a spoon. Maybe a basic ice cream cone. Really savor it and fully taste each lick. Just remember, there is a lot more to mindful eating than what I have talked about in this, however. Hopefully, the tips above will give you some practical ways to start on your more mindful eating journey, or at least work towards reducing mindless eating. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.